Okay, so this is a quick log about how I've created something similar to Pro Water Daytime to replace the fact that it's gone from standard assets. So the reflections aren't quite the same. That's going to need a bit more work on it. So yeah, this will be available as a prefab, so you could just drag and drop it, and if that's all you want to know about this, I wouldn't blame you. I'm going to tell you what I did to get to this point, so feel free to step off if you don't want it to melt your brain. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds just to say, right, that's fine, I'm just going to use this and import it, and then I'm going to explain what I did. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, to do this I use something called Shader Forge, which is the free visual shader programming tool, as opposed to Amplify, which is the generally accepted one, but the trouble is that costs 50 quid, whereas Shader is free, and I also provide it as an import if you want to use it. We've got various number of free normal maps to stick in. If I go to the shader, this is the shader I've created with the help of 1 Month Studios, I think it's called. Let's just tab in and make sure I get it right. Those are the free things. This is Mirror Reflection 4, which was important. I also used Barascal's tip here, and this is it. Shade of... Where are you? Come on. You're going to tell me Shader Forge 1 Month Studio. There we are. So that gets you going, but it doesn't give you reflections. So reflections, I needed to go into Mirror Reflection 4, which is a script. So we've got a reflection script as well as the shader that we've created. We've also got a reflection script which gives us the reflections, and if I open up we've got various options on this. I might tidy it up, I don't know. Open in here. So this is the visual depiction of the shader. So the reflection bit is handled up here, which is screen pause into reflection text. That title's important. Into a reflection boost slider, into a multiply just to get a bit more going, and that feeds into diffuse power and diffuse ambient light. So that was the reflections. But the starting off is deep color and shallow color. They're mixed together using a lerp and with a Fresnel controller, using a normal. We've got a clamp and the value of 1336. Got various sliders for different things here, feeding into different things. I couldn't get refraction to work. If you can get refraction to work, I'd like to know how. Then we've got the animation. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different panning. So left and right, up and down, you name it. These two are on the same direction, 1, 1. And we've got 2 normal maps feeding in. So we've got the first 2 are actually the same direction, multi-layered. So it's different layers of water, and they feed in, and they're all lerped together, and then they're all fed into the normal map input. So if I just compile it, I didn't do any changes, but that's that. I may go into detail if I get enough requests on how to do it, but the tutorial that 1 Month Studios did pretty much covers it. So what else do I need to talk about? Various colours here need tweaking. You've got various blends, and it will do just to get all I'm after is reflections of mountains and things on a still lake. Oh yes, the layered of the various layers. So if I look at transparency, make it a bit bluer, get transparency back, okay, and then we have various blends of the water, and these blend the various movements so that water doesn't just travel one direction, especially when it's still. So the reason why I loved Daytime Pro so much was the fact that if I hit play, we'll see it a bit better, you see that it's bouncing. So we've got lovely bouncing water. And yeah, so I will provide this as a package you can import. So you can import the shader and the code and everything, and also these normal maps. And yeah, I'm kind of happy that I've got some kind of replacement for Pro Water. And there you go. That was just a quick summary, and again, if people are really interested, I'll go in detail on how to craft shaders in Shader Forge.